Being single is often misunderstood, undervalued, and sometimes even seen as a phase to be quickly overcome. But what if being single is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself? Singleness is not a problem to be solved, but a season, and for many a lifestyle to be celebrated. It's a time to discover who you are, what you're made of, and what your purpose in this world truly is. When you're single, you have the freedom to explore your identity without distraction. You are not defined by someone else's expectations, and your choices are not limited by the compromises that often come with relationships. It's a unique opportunity to ask yourself the deep questions: who am I? What do I stand for? What do I want out of life? The answers to these questions shape your future and define your legacy. Singleness also brings unparalleled opportunities for growth and independence. You have time to develop your skills, pursue your passions, and build your vision. Whether it's advancing in your career, traveling to new places, or nurturing your creativity, singleness provides the space to focus on your goals without distractions. It's a time to sow seeds that will bear fruit for the rest of your life. Another profound advantage of being single is the freedom to cultivate meaningful relationships. When you're not tied down, you have the ability to pour into friendships, family, and community. These connections enrich your life, giving you support and perspective. They also remind you that love isn't confined to romantic relationships. Love exists in every act of kindness, every shared laugh, and every moment of understanding. Being single is also a time to master contentment. If you're not happy alone, you'll struggle to find happiness with someone else. True fulfillment doesn't come from another person. It comes from knowing your worth and embracing your journey. When you are content in your singleness, you radiate a confidence that is unshakable. You become a person of influence, someone who inspires others to embrace their own individuality. So being single isn't a limitation, it's an opportunity. It's a time to become the best version of yourself, to align with your purpose, and to prepare for the future. Don't waste it longing for what's next. Celebrate it, because the better you become in your singleness, the better you'll be in every other aspect of your life. When you are single, you are given the gift of self-discovery. It's a season to peel back the layers of your being and explore what truly matters to you. So often people jump into relationships seeking validation, fulfillment, or identity from others. But the truth is, no one else can complete you. Completion is an inside job. Being single allows you to face yourself without distractions, to confront your fears, and to nurture the dreams and talents that are uniquely yours. In this state, you begin to understand the depth of your potential and the breadth of your purpose. It is also a time of building. Just as an architect meticulously plans the foundation of a skyscraper, your single years are a time to establish the core of who you are. Imagine trying to construct a building without a firm foundation. It would collapse under the weight of its own ambition. Many relationships falter because individuals enter them without first becoming whole themselves. They expect the relationship to fix what they have not addressed within. But when you take the time to build your character, heal your wounds, and solidify your identity during your singleness, you bring strength into any future relationship or endeavor. In this season, you are free to cultivate discipline, one of the most underrated aspects of a fulfilling life. Discipline in your finances, in your health, in your spiritual life, and in your emotional well-being. Without the distractions that often come with romantic relationships, you have the time and energy to establish habits that serve you long-term. This discipline doesn't just prepare you for relationships, it prepares you for success in every area of life. Singleness is also a time of limitless opportunities for exploration. Without the responsibilities of a partner or family, you have the freedom to travel, to learn, to try new things, and to fail without fear. Failure during this time is not a setback, it's a stepping stone. It's in these moments of exploration that you find clarity about what truly excites you, what you're passionate about, and what kind of life you want to build. Each experience you embrace while single enriches your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Another overlooked advantage of being single is the ability to deepen your relationships with friends, family, and your community. Romantic relationships often consume so much time and energy that other connections can become neglected. But in your singleness, you have the opportunity to invest in the people around you. You can build friendships that are authentic and enduring, relationships based not on need, but on mutual respect and shared experiences. These connections are invaluable, offering you support, joy, and perspective that enrich every facet of your life. Singleness also teaches you the power of self-sufficiency. When you rely on yourself, you learn resilience. You understand that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else. This doesn't mean you close yourself off to others. Rather, it means you approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than lack. You are not looking for someone to complete you because you are already whole. This mindset transforms the way you engage with others, allowing you to love freely without the weight of unrealistic expectations. In this state, you also have the time and space to nurture your spiritual life. Whether through prayer, meditation, or personal reflection, singleness offers a chance to deepen your connection with the divine and to seek guidance about your purpose. It is in this space of stillness and solitude that many people find clarity about their calling. When you are single, you can focus your energy on aligning with that purpose without distractions. This alignment not only brings peace, but also sets you on a path to live a life of significance. Another incredible aspect of singleness is the ability to focus on your health and well-being. Too often, people neglect their physical, mental, and emotional health because they are caught up in the demands of relationships. But when you are single, you have the opportunity to prioritize self-care. You can establish routines that promote physical fitness, explore practices that support mental clarity, and seek resources that aid emotional healing. These habits build a strong foundation for a life of vitality and resilience. Moreover, singleness is a season to embrace your individuality fully. In relationships, there's often a temptation to conform, to blend your identity with someone else's. But when you are single, you have the freedom to express yourself without compromise. You can pursue interests that ignite your soul, dress in ways that reflect your personality, and make decisions that honor your unique path. This individuality is not selfish, it's essential. The world needs the authentic version of you, not a diluted version molded to fit someone else's expectations. Financial independence is another significant advantage of being single. Without the shared expenses or financial compromises of a partnership, you can focus on building your wealth and making wise investments. You can save, plan, and spend according to your goals and priorities. This independence empowers you to create a secure future for yourself, one that isn't contingent on anyone else's resources or decisions. Singleness also allows you to practice self-love. In a world that often equates being single with being lonely, choosing to love yourself is a radical act. It's a declaration that your worth is not tied to your relationship status, but to who you are as a person. Self-love isn't about arrogance, it's about recognizing your value and treating yourself with the kindness and respect you deserve. When you master self-love, you set the standard for how others should treat you, and you attract relationships, romantic or otherwise, that honor your worth. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and when you are single, you have the gift of time to yourself. This isn't time to waste, it's just time to invest. Invest in your education, your passions, your dreams, and your legacy. Time spent wisely during your singleness pays dividends for the rest of your life. Every book you read, every skill you develop, And every goal you achieve builds a foundation for a future that is rich in purpose and meaning. Being single also cultivates patience and trust in the process of life. In a culture that often pressures us to couple up and settle down quickly, choosing to remain single until the right time or indefinite demonstrates wisdom and courage. It shows that you value quality over quantity and that you trust your journey enough not to rush it. This patience is a form of self-respect, a recognition that you are worthy of waiting for the best rather than settling for what is merely available. Finally, singleness is a powerful reminder that love is not confined to romantic relationships. Love exists in your friendships, your family, your passions and your purpose. When you embrace singleness, you open yourself up to a world of love that is far more expansive than the narrow confines of romance. You realize that love is a state of being, a way of showing up in the world, and an expression of your authentic self. Singleness is not a waiting room for something better. It is a destination in itself, a season rich with opportunities and a time of unparalleled growth. It is a gift that allows you to discover your worth, build your character, and align with your purpose. When embraced fully, being single is not just an advantage, it is a superpower. Singleness is a profound and transformative experience, one that, when fully embraced, has the power to redefine your life. It is a time to discover, build, and refine yourself, an opportunity that is often shadowed by society's insistence that fulfillment comes only through relationships. This mindset misses the depth and richness that singleness can offer, a stage where life's most meaningful work often begins. When you are single, you have the opportunity to explore the depths of your passions without interference. It is a time to ask yourself the hard questions: what sets my soul on fire? What legacy do I want to leave behind? In this space of self-reflection, you have the freedom to chase dreams that are truly yours, not influenced or diluted by the expectations of a partner. This is where creativity flourishes, where innovation begins, and where purpose takes root. Being single allows you to prioritize personal growth in ways that can be difficult when navigating the complexities of a relationship. Relationships often require compromise, and while compromise is a beautiful and necessary aspect of connection, it can also slow down the process of self-discovery if entered prematurely. Singleness gives you the space to grow into the person you were meant to be without the weight of adjusting to someone else's needs, timelines, or preferences. This season of life is about becoming, not about finding. In singleness, there is also unparalleled freedom to define your values. When you are not tied to the opinions or influence of a partner, you can deeply explore your beliefs about life, love, success, and spirituality. This clarity becomes a guiding light, influencing every decision you make and providing a solid foundation for the life you are building. Values are the compass by which you navigate life, and singleness allows you to align your actions with what truly matters to you. This phase of life also creates room for introspection and healing. Many people carry wounds from childhood, past relationships, or personal failures that remain unaddressed. Singleness is the perfect opportunity to confront these wounds, to seek help if needed, and to emerge stronger and more resilient. It is in this space of healing that you learn to love yourself fully, flaws and all. Self-love is not just a buzzword, it is the cornerstone of a fulfilled life. Without it, you risk seeking in others what only you can provide for your self-validation, worth, and peace. Singleness provides the time and energy to invest in learning and education. This doesn't necessarily mean formal education. It can also mean learning about yourself, the world, and the things that make you come alive. When you are single, you have the freedom to pick up a new skill, explore a hobby, or dive deeply into a subject that fascinates you. These pursuits not only enrich your life, but also enhance your ability to contribute meaningfully to the world. Financial independence is another invaluable aspect of singleness. Without the financial entanglements of a relationship, you have the freedom to save, invest, and spend in ways that align with your personal goals. This independence is empowering and lays the groundwork for future stability. It's a chance to build wealth on your terms, to make decisions that reflect your priorities, and to establish habits that will serve you for years to come. The flexibility of singleness also allows you to design a life that reflects your unique desires and rhythms. You can structure your days around your priorities, travel on a whim, or spend entire weekends indulging in your passions. This freedom to design your life is often underestimated but profoundly liberating. It allows you to live with intention, aligning your time and energy with what truly matters to you. Being single is also an invitation to deepen your relationship with yourself. In this space, you have the chance to explore your thoughts, your emotions, and your dreams without external distractions. You can take the time to understand your triggers, your joys, and the things that bring you peace. This self-awareness is a gift that not only enhances your own life, but also equips you to engage more authentically with others. Singleness challenges you to confront your fears and insecurities head on. It is in this season that you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, to face life's challenges with courage and resilience. When you are single, there is no one to lean on but yourself. And while this can be intimidating, it is also incredibly empowering. It teaches you that you are capable, resourceful, and strong beyond measure. This strength becomes the cornerstone of your character, one that will serve you in every relationship endeavor and challenge you encounter. One of the most underrated aspects of singleness is the opportunity to cultivate joy independently. When you are single, you have the chance to find happiness in the small, quiet moments of life, a walk in nature, a favorite book, or a spontaneous adventure. These moments of self-sourced joy teach you that happiness is not something to be outsourced to another person, but something you can create within yourself. This realization is transformative, freeing you from the need to rely on others for your emotional well-being. Being single also expands your capacity to give. Without the focus and energy required in a romantic relationship, you have more to offer to your friends, family, and community. This is the time to serve others, to build connections, and to contribute to causes that matter to you. The relationships you build in this space are often deeper and more enduring because they are rooted in genuine care rather than necessity. This stage of life also allows you to focus on your physical health. Without the demands of a relationship, you can prioritize exercise, nutrition, and rest. These habits cultivated in singleness lay the foundation for a lifetime of wellness. When you take care of your body, you are not only investing in your future, but also honoring the gift of life itself. Singleness is a training ground for discipline. With fewer external responsibilities, you have the time to establish routines that support your growth and well-being. Whether it's creating a morning ritual, committing to a fitness regimen, or setting aside time for creative pursuits, the habits you build during this season become the scaffolding for your future success. Another remarkable benefit of being single is the ability to cultivate spiritual growth. Without the noise and distraction of a relationship, you have the space to explore your faith, deepen your spiritual practices, and seek clarity about your purpose. This connection with the divine or with your own inner wisdom is a source of guidance and strength that will sustain you throughout your life. Being single is not just a phase or a waiting period, it is a season of immense potential. It is a time to lay the groundwork for the person you are becoming and the life you are building. It is an opportunity to embrace your individuality, to discover your passions, and to align your actions with your values. In singleness, you are free to design a life that reflects the best of who you are and the dreams you hold. This period of your life is rich with possibilities. It is a time to grow, to heal, and to create. It is an opportunity to live fully and authentically, to become the kind of person who can stand strong and whole, regardless of relationship status. Singleness is not a limitation, but a gift, a powerful, transformative season of life that has the potential to shape your future in extraordinary ways. When you embrace it fully, you discover that being single is not just an advantage, it's a blessing. The beauty of singleness is that it offers you the opportunity to reshape your life on your own terms. It is the ultimate time to rediscover what makes you uniquely you, to engage in self-exploration and develop the qualities that will serve you throughout your life. Society often paints a picture of fulfillment only through romantic partnerships, yet the truth is that fulfillment comes from within. It is the mastery of self, the recognition of your worth, and the deliberate cultivation of your purpose that paves the way for all aspects of your life to thrive. In singleness, there is a special kind of freedom that many overlook. The freedom to make decisions without the need for constant compromise. Relationships require sacrifice, and while this is a beautiful aspect of connection, it can often mean deferring your own needs for the sake of another. But in this season of singleness, you have the privilege of deciding what is best for you without having to consider another person's desires. This freedom allows you to focus on your own development, to put in the effort to become the best version of yourself. You get to choose the direction of your life without any constraints, without feeling the pressure of someone else's timeline. It's a gift that many wish they could hold on to longer, but often fail to recognize while in it. Singleness provides you with the invaluable opportunity to invest in your dreams. Without the distractions that come with romantic relationships, you have the time and space to fully engage with your ambitions. Whether your passion lies in art, business, travel, or any other pursuit, you can devote your energy to these endeavors without concern for how they might impact someone else's goals. In fact, this kind of focused effort often leads to breakthroughs that might have otherwise been impossible in the context of a shared life. You may find that your professional success, your personal growth, and your overall happiness are all intertwined with the pursuit of your passions. Singleness allows you to hone in on what lights you up and to take the risks necessary to see those dreams come to fruition. This season of life also brings with it the profound opportunity to build a life of self-sufficiency. The idea that a partner completes you is misleading. Rather, it is through your own strength and independence that you learn to thrive. While relationships are beautiful and important, you do not need another person to feel whole. Singleness teaches you how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to be the person you need to be in order to live your best life. In doing so, you build resilience, confidence, and autonomy. You learn how to solve problems independently, to navigate challenges without relying on anyone else for validation or solutions. During your time as a single person, you also get to explore the depths of your emotions. Singleness can be a powerful tool for emotional intelligence because it allows you to be present with your own feelings. You learn to identify your emotions, sit with them, and process them without the external influence of a partner. This process helps you become more emotionally self-aware and creates a deep connection with your own inner world. You begin to understand the roots of your emotions, why you react the way you do, what triggers certain responses, and how you can manage your emotional health. The emotional tools you develop during this time will serve you in every future relationship, making you more emotionally available, stable, and resilient. Singleness is also an opportunity to learn the true meaning of contentment. In a culture that is often obsessed with having a romantic partner, it can be easy to think that being single is something to be ashamed of or that you are lacking in some way. But in reality, contentment comes from within. You can only truly be content in a relationship if you are first content within yourself. When you take the time to appreciate and value yourself during your single years, you foster an attitude of gratitude. You learn to find joy in the simple things, the quiet moments, the solo adventures, the time spent nurturing your own soul. This sense of contentment transforms your life, making it richer and fuller, regardless of your relationship status. Being single also offers the rare opportunity to build deep and meaningful friendships. While romantic relationships often take the spotlight, friendships are the true foundation of a fulfilling life. When you're single, you can invest the time and energy required to nurture these bonds. You can cultivate friendships that are based on mutual respect, shared interests, and a deep understanding of one another. These relationships are often the most reliable sources of support and love in your life. They offer a type of connection that is unconditional, where love and care are given freely without the demands or complexities that come with romantic relationships. Friendships formed during times of singleness can last a lifetime, offering both joy and support in ways that romantic partnerships often can't. Singleness can also serve as a catalyst for personal transformation. Without the influence of a romantic partner, you are free to change in any direction you choose. Whether that's pursuing a new career path, discovering a new hobby, or embarking on a personal growth journey, you have the freedom to redefine yourself in ways that feel authentic to your evolving identity. You may find that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. And this realization opens up endless possibilities for growth. Whether you are in the process of healing from past wounds, breaking free from old habits, or exploring new passions, this time of singleness offers the freedom and space to transform. Another key benefit of singleness is the ability to take risks. Relationships often come with responsibilities that may limit the freedom to make bold moves. But when you are single, you have the flexibility to take risks, whether that's changing careers, moving to a new city, or stepping into an entrepreneurial venture. This period of your life allows you to try new things without the fear of how they might affect someone else. You can take the leap into the unknown, knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. The lessons learned from these risks, whether they lead to success or failure, become invaluable, shaping your character and your future. Singleness also encourages you to build a life centered on your values. It's easy to get lost in the noise of societal expectations, especially when it comes to relationships. But when you are single, you have the opportunity to pause and reflect on what truly matters to you. You can evaluate your life based on your own criteria, not the pressures of external forces. Whether it's your career, your health, your relationships with family and friends, or your spiritual life, you can assess each aspect of your life and make adjustments based on what feels right for you. This alignment between your values and your actions creates a sense of peace and fulfillment that is not dependent on anyone else's approval or perception of your life. Singleness is also an opportunity to learn about love in its purest form. Without the expectation of romantic love, you can explore other expressions of love, love for your friends, love for your family, love for your passions, and love for yourself. This broadened understanding of love allows you to experience it in its many forms, realizing that love is not confined to romantic partnerships. It is in these other expressions of love that you truly begin to understand what it means to love unconditionally, to give without expectation, and to receive love with grace. During your time as a single person, you also learn the importance of boundaries. Relationships often require a delicate balance of giving and receiving, but it is only when you are single that you can fully focus on establishing healthy boundaries. You begin to understand that boundaries are not walls, they are ways of protecting your energy, time, and well-being. You learn to say no when necessary to prioritize your own needs and to protect your peace. This is a powerful lesson that will serve you in every area of your life, enabling you to enter relationships with a strong sense of self-respect and awareness of your needs. Lastly, being single offers you the opportunity to truly define success on your own terms. Society often places a heavy emphasis on romantic relationships as a measure of success. But when you are single, you can evaluate your life based on what you value most. Success becomes about living authentically, pursuing your passions, building meaningful relationships, and contributing to the world in ways that align with your purpose. It's a life lived with intention, free from the expectations that society often imposes. In this space, you can discover what truly matters to you and build a life that is aligned with your deepest desires. The beauty of being single lies in the freedom it provides to shape your life in the way that reflects your highest potential. It is a time of growth, exploration, and transformation. By embracing this season fully, you not only become the best version of yourself, but also create a foundation for the life you were meant to live. Singleness is not a waiting room for something better. It is the gateway to your most fulfilling, empowered life. Singleness is not a state of lack or incompleteness. It is a season of abundance and possibility. It is a time to cultivate self-love, to grow into the fullness of your identity, and to align your life with your highest values. The world may try to convince you that your worth is tied to your relationship status, but the truth is this: you are already whole, already enough, and already capable of living a life of profound purpose and joy. When you embrace your singleness as a gift rather than a gap, you unlock the power to design your life with intention, to pursue your passions unapologetically, and to prepare for a future that reflects your true self. Whether or not you choose to share that future with someone else is secondary to the fact that you have built it on a foundation of strength, resilience, and authenticity. Singleness is not a waiting room for love. It is an invitation to create, explore, and thrive. So embrace this season with open arms and a fearless heart. Live boldly, love deeply in all its forms, and remember that you are the author of your story. Let this chapter be one of self-discovery, growth, and unshakable joy. Your singleness is not a limitation. It is your power, your freedom, and your gift to embrace fully.